Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT The Game Season 2, Episode 127. This is the Rage. This is the Resistance. This is the go-home show for NXT TakeOver Legacy 2. After tonight, the next time you will be hearing my voice is at the Season 2 finale. But we have a ton to get into. This is a 3-hour special show. Triple H's theme hits now, and along with William Regal, shows up on the ramp and makes his way to the ring. Triple H, upon entering the ring, welcomes us to the go-home edition of NXT before NXT TakeOver Legacy, our WrestleMania, where Rage, Resistance, All Japan Pro Wrestling, and NXT UK wrestlers are on the show, our two developmental brands and both of our current brands. Triple H announces the opening of NXT Australia and says that Sean Waltman will be manning the third developmental promotion, and in the future you will see many new NXT superstars thanks to the dedication and hard work from Sean and myself. Triple H announces he's been working long and hard with William Regal to come to an agreement, and they've came to a compromise. The compromise being that after Season 2 ends, NXT... So a 93A, Triple H is interrupted by someone. 93A. Shock the system. The Undisputed Era comes out and apologizes to Triple H, but says that worthless General Manager William Regal doesn't even have the Era booked tonight at the Super Show, and it's quite a joke. The Undisputed Era gets into the ring as the fans boo. Adam Cole says that he wants a match tonight, and he doesn't care who it's against. Adam Cole says that he's been here, he's paid his dues, and tonight he's wrestling. Tonight, even with Season 2 wrapping up, and the new era will be ushered in. William Regal bends over and whispers into Triple H's ear, which causes Triple H to smirk, laughs, and agrees. Triple H says, "Good luck tonight, Adam. You'll have a match." And the scene abruptly comes to an end with Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era stopping Triple H before he can get to what he wanted to say. So Triple H and William Regal, the past 2 or 3 shows, I've had them meeting backstage. Something's going on between them. We haven't revealed it yet on the show. And right when he was about to reveal it today, the Undisputed Era stabs him. So the announcing got a boost, quality lifted segment, and this angle got the crowd hotter. Adam Cole is improving in acting, an 88B+, strong start out the gate. And about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. The Velveteen Dream defeats Marufuji in 11:48 by pinfall with a power line. Of course, Marufuji from All Japan Pro Wrestling. During the match, we had Will Ospreay distract Marufuji. So a 75 for Marufuji, 48 for the Dream. Segment has advanced and gained heat. Marufuji's in performance and Velveteen in technical. And it's interesting to note because obviously the Dream a couple weeks ago turned on Will Ospreay, quote unquote, in the match, in a tag team match, and said he only did so because, he was trying to throw it off because he knew about the Money in the Bank opportunities. They're both in it. He told him this last week and said, "Come on, trust me, baby." And it looks like Ospreay may have just trusted the Dream as he helped distract Marufuji. And Velveteen Dream gets a huge victory tonight here on NXT. Over All Japan Wrestling's, one of their superstars, 71C+. All right, next up, Tom Phillips over on commentary says, coming up next, in back-to-back championship matches from the NXT UK brand, we're going to see Kylie Ray defend from the Mae Young Classic, challenge none other than the dominant NXT UK Women's Champion at 10-time title defenses, Nixon Newell, also face off for that very prestigious championship, as well as Tyler Bate getting a chance at redemption. Despite being just a few days away from entering the Money in the Bank ladder match himself at TakeOver Legacy, he's going to take on Wolfgang and try to become the first 2-time winner ever of the NXT UK Championship. Bate was great, which is great, so 58C+. And in a important match, Nixon Newell defeats Kylie Ray in 10:35 by pinfall with the Vulture Culture Destroyer. Newell makes defense number 11 of her NXT UK Women's Championship. 47-41, I knew these 2 UK matches aren't going to be very great. The in-ring talent's fine, the wrestling's fine, but they're just not over. But that's okay. That's why we're using them here tonight. No big deal. 50D+. And in the next one, Wolfgang defeats Tyler Bate in 10:28 by pinfall with a Swanton Bomb following botched interference by Trent Seven. Wolfgang makes defense number 7 of his NXT UK Championship, guys. So Trent Seven accidentally distracts Tyler Bate incorrectly, and Wolfgang gets the finisher here. 65-47 for Wolfgang. Wolfgang escapes with his NXT UK champion in tow after having defeated Tyler Bate thanks to the accidental interference by Trent Seven, Bate's partner from Mustache Mountain. Seven, having lost the championship to Wolfgang himself, was clearly trying to help, but unfortunately accidentally caught Bate in the mist. Bate is seen walking away from Seven, who's trying to talk to him, but nothing can fix what happened tonight and what's been happening recently. They're just not on the same page, and Bate is losing his patience. Bate almost has become the first ever NXT UK champion had it not been for Seven. Seven underperformed, that's alright, 62C, and Seven really just needs more seasoning here, unfortunately. Bate and Dunn and a couple of the other guys who I called up have done great, but and actually you can see in the corner the Mae Young Classic says vacant. I need to fix that. I'll go ahead and fix that for Legacy. Or you know what, I'll fix it after Legacy because I need to make a whole new background, obviously, if I'm changing the name there. And I think the file's on my other computer. But either way, it's a 62C. We'll update the stuff after the end of Season 2. 62C. Alright, next up, a video airs hyping the triple threat NXT United States Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match at NXT TakeOver Legacy 2, or WrestleMania, whereas Sanity puts their championships on the line against the Revival and the Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly in 3 days. So a huge championship, United States title match, Sanity, Undisputed Era, and Revival. 70C+. Alright, and in the next match, Cedric Rougeau from NXT UK defeats No Way Jose in 7:37 with a powerbomb. Unbelievable powerbomb from Cedric Rougeau. The Lars Sullivan storyline also advanced to game heat. 67C+. After having defeated No Way Jose, Cedric Rougeau, who makes his debut tonight, continues the all-out assault on No Way Jose, who's scheduled to face Lars Sullivan at NXT TakeOver Legacy in just a few days. Cedric deadlifts No Way Jose, which gets oohs and ahs from the crowd as he puts him on his shoulder and, much akin to Braun Strowman, hits a running power slam through a nearby table. No Way Jose is out cold. 70C+. So Rougeau, man, I signed him like the second or third ever sim here. The first or second or third show, I really just put him in the UK developmental territory to see what can happen, and we're going to go through everything, man. We're going to go through everything in the universe, and he has absolutely taken off like a freaking rocket ship. I mean, I haven't done anything with him, but his stats have just improved dramatically. His star power is like a 91. It's ridiculous. 70C+. Rougeau isn't here to stay, but he made a huge debut here tonight on the Super Show right before the end of Season 2. So just pencil that in. Keep it in the back of your mind. It was there for a reason. 70C+. All right, next up, a video screen shows NXT's Women's World Champion Asuka. The 20 Women Over the Top Rope Rumble is tonight to help replace the injured Kairi Sane. Tonight, Asuka finds out who she's facing at Legacy 2. Asuka improvised well throughout the segment, 73-. That's great. As we fade from the back, Adam Cole has made his way to the ring and is now awaiting his opponent. Who is Adam Cole facing? 83B+. And in an extremely short match, Lars Sullivan defeats Adam Cole when Adam Cole gets himself intentionally counted out. 64 for Cole, 68 for Sullivan. Basically, Adam Cole walking out of the match saying, no thanks. And Lars Sullivan gets the count-out victory. Kind of a cheap way, but Adam Cole seems like a smarmy, cheating type of heel, and I'm okay with booking this match. They're on the same show, but heel versus heel matchup. But this is something that Adam Cole probably would have done. He would have ran away. There's no reason to get himself with his match with Johnny Gargano coming up at NXT TakeOver Legacy 2 anywhere near Lars Sullivan. So he gets himself counted out. Sullivan doesn't really even put his hands on him. 58C-. All right, next up, though, the camera finds Cedric Rougeau backstage a few minutes later as he's walking through the back and stays with him until he runs into Lars Sullivan, who is coming through the curtain. Lars, panting, looks at Cedric and says nothing. Cedric says, unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to have a match at NXT TakeOver Legacy 2, or WrestleMania, because No Way Jose isn't getting up anytime soon. The camera zooms in on the NXT UK brand's monster, and then the NXT's monster, Lars Sullivan, and it slowly pans out, showing equal size. Cedric Rougeau smirks before walking away. The camera is standing on Lars. Lars looked good. That's great. Boost commentary. 75B-. This was only these two workers. Based on their minutes. They got a 75B- based off of minutes. That is ridiculous. I will take it. I was debating putting Rougeau versus Lars Sullivan at NXT TakeOver Legacy just to shock you guys, but I decided against it. But I wanted to touch on the match because basically, thanks to Rougeau, Lars Sullivan is without a match at Legacy 2. All right, next up, we get a hype video featuring and talking about the NXT Women's Intercontinental Championship, where Ruby Riott defends against Mae Young Classic winner Io Shirai, as well as Bayley taking on Sasha Banks in a grudge match. Both matches, Legacy 2, 3 days away. So this is great. Io Shirai obviously underperforming. El Ring helped Riott, which is great. 77B, which is exactly what we want. All right. Next up, eventually. In a poor match, Charlotte, that's right, Charlotte wins a Battle Royal in 15:29. The other members of the Final Four were Becky Lynch, Ember Moon, and Billie Kay, with Becky Lynch being the final elimination. Becky Lynch got the most eliminations over the course of the match, but Charlotte, out of nowhere, returns to NXT, replacing Io Shirai, will be taking on the undefeated Asuka at NXT TakeOver Legacy. This is not good. Mercedes for Asuka at least. Martinez flying, Billie Kay Rumble, Aliyah Rumble, Morgan Performance, 63C. Woo! William Regal had been teasing on social media all week that he had a few big replacements as possible challengers for Asuka's NXT Women's World Championship, and boy oh boy is Charlotte replacing Kairi Sane sure a big one. Charlotte, having won the Battle Royal right now, is debuting back here in NXT. Tonight, will go on to challenge Asuka for the NXT Women's World Championship in 3 days at Legacy. Pete Dunne looked great, Asuka looked great, Charlotte was getting better at her gimmick, no skin improvements, but Asuka has no time to prepare. She will be taking on Charlotte. I'm going to go ahead and do it because WWE is not going to do it at WrestleMania, so I'm going to do it. Charlotte Asuka. Yeah, boy. Get it. All right. Next up, the fans cheer as House NXT is shown on the screen again with Roddy Strong, the NXT World Champion. Roddy Strong, holding his NXT World Championship above his shoulders, talks about all the great times they've had together wrestling in little gyms, among other places. Tommaso Ciampa seems bothered by this entire thing, though, but is trying to get over it. Ciampa has began teaming with Zayn and has been a longtime partner of Johnny Wrestling, yet he, not Sammy, is the one left off the match tonight. His blood is boiling, but he keeps it to himself. Johnny explains how excited it is, and like Johnny, Sammy matches his excitement with Roddy. Tonight, the trio take on Andrade Cien and the Authors of Pain in our main event. So yeah, man, Roddy Gargano and Zayn main event against AOP and Almas. Good golly. Johnny, Tommaso, Zayn were great having the freedom. Tommaso continued to foreshadow a heel turn possibly. Sammy is improving performance skills and a 92A. That's advanced and gain heat in most of these segments. That's amazing. 92A. All right, in the next match. Wow. In an exceptional match, Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre defeated Aleister Black and Mr. NXT when Bobby Roode defeated Aleister Black by submission with a Fujiwara armbar. Bobby Roode makes Aleister Black tap out just days away from NXT TakeOver Legacy 2, and clearly Aleister Black, very smart, very, very smart veteran, taps out pretty quickly, says, I'm not going to waste my chance here tonight. I'm not going to get hurt tonight when I have a Legacy match coming up next. So I wish wrestling in general would tell more stories like this where they make the wrestlers look smarter. 78, 78, 84, 77, absolutely fucking bonkers. 85D. This is our co-main event of the evening. I mean, I'm putting together a card tonight that I don't think I'll be able to match at Legacy 2, which sucks, but it is what it is. 85B+, Roode and McIntyre and Black all facing off, but Roode and McIntyre tonight face off. Same team. Defeat Black and NXT. All right, next up, a video airs hyping the NXT Money in the Bank match. Hideo Itami, Will Ospreay, Velveteen Dream, Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, and Mr. and Mrs. NXT in 3 days will vie for the NXT Money in the Bank briefcase. The winner has a full year to cash it in. 69C+. All right, and a hype video is shown hyping the NXT Heavyweight Championship match between Aleister Black, Drew McIntyre, and the NXT Heavyweight Champion Bobby Roode. In just 3 days, it all goes down. No skill improvements for Legacy 2, but let's get on to the main event. And in the main event, in an exceptional match, Andrade Cien and the Authors of Pain defeat Roddy Strong, Johnny Gargano, and Sami Zayn in 1841 when Almas defeats Johnny Gargano by pinfall with a split-legged score through Senton. 86B+, Almas and the Authors of Pain defeat 2/3 of House NXT and the NXT World Champion Roddy Strong. 91 for Zayn, 82 and 81 for Gargano and Roddy. 85, 83, 83. Everything has advanced with the segment. The next chapter, Roddy vs. the World and the House looms. Zayn is improving in performance, Almas and technical in performance, and Akam in flying. Good God, Akam stay off the top rope. But an absolutely amazing show. I'm expecting a 90 here. My first ever 90. I'm expecting it. 87, 2 off my all-time rating. That's all right. This show increased our popularity in 45 regions. It was an absolutely amazing event. Please, guys, let me know what you thought about tonight's show. I put on a lot of matches that I wouldn't be going back to in Season 3, so I just had a lot of fun with this show, booked a lot of stuff, hinted at a lot of stuff heading into next season. And I thought this was great. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to not toot my own horn here. An 87B plus on a go-home show. Am I going to be able to beat it at Legacy? I would highly doubt it. But an 87B plus, an absolutely amazing show tonight on the go-home show for NXT TakeOver Legacy 2. And again, it's me, Mikey, bro. This was NXT The Game, Season 2, Episode 127. Or was it 128? Either way, NXT The Game. Thanks for watching, everyone. The next time you hear my voice, it'll be NXT TakeOver Legacy 2. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a glorious rest of your evening.